just a few important announcements before we get underway with your regularly scheduled TF2 video. If you're a member of the Spiritual Ascended Steam group, follow me on Twitter, and have joined our Discord, you actually have a chance to be able to play with me on stream on one of our stream days. This week will be on Saturday because it's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. So Sunday I'm actually going out to family to have dinner with them. But on Saturday I'm actually going to be playing Terra. It's an MMO free to play. I'm actually going to be experiencing it for the first time, and I'm taking up to 4 additional people with me into the stream if they like MMOs. I'm not forcing people to come join me in trying out the game to see what it's like for themselves. So hopefully you guys can join me. All you have to do is join the Steam group. You can follow me on Twitter for these announcements as well. And on the Steam group, you'll find the discussions board, and in the discussions board, you will find the announcement of where you can enter in your details and all that on how to be able to join in playing with me on Saturday. Our stream time will be the same as usual at 1 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you have time around there. And I did some looking. All the servers for Terra through Steam are North American, so you're going to have to be able to deal with that. I read up on the European and that it requires an external launcher and a whole lot of other stuff. So if you want to join me on Terra on Saturday, just go to the Steam group. The link is in the description below like always. Now with your regular TF2 video. Hey guys, Spirit. Sorry about that little long announcement, but it had to get out there. But hopefully you do join the Steam group and follow me on Twitter to get all your fun Spirit needs. But that's not what this is about. This video is a bit about understanding how to deal with losing your patient and how the patient has to understand it from your side as well. So let's begin with letting a patient die and losing them. So as a medic, you have to take risks and gambles to also be able to fully strategize what's needed from you and your team. Your number 1 goal is to stay alive. Your number 2 goal is keep everyone else alive. But if you can't perform number 1, you're definitely not going to perform number 2. So the trick to keeping yourself alive is your positioning. But sometimes you're going to have patients who just want to run in. So this is where you have to decide, do I follow this guy? Like, do I have Uber? If yes, I may want to follow this guy. If the answer is no, then it may be time just to unhook your medigun from the guy, heal him, shoot a crossbow into him as he's going, and call that the end of it, and let him go. It needs to be done. If he gets upset, he has to understand that he was putting you at just as big a risk as he was putting himself in. But if he came back alive, that's all good. Heal him up, get ready, but don't follow people into your death. Your patients do not control where you go. You control where you go. If you don't take that opportunity to say, hey, I'm the one in charge here because I'm the medic. I'm trying to keep myself alive just as much as anyone else, then there's a problem, and that patient needs to understand. If you, as you just seen there, I let 3 people die, and I tried to heal one of them. He died fast. I had to get out of there. It was a heavy. I'm not built to fight a heavy head on or at all, really. If it's a bad heavy, then yeah, maybe I can deal with it. But I had to let them go, and those players had to understand they put me in a position where I couldn't heal them. I'm not wanting to cross sight lines. I get out to try and heal a patient. He dies. Like, there's only so much I can do for him. I'm using my crossbow to heal people up without putting myself in a bad position. And no one's gotten angry at me because I've actually been doing my job as best as I can. These people understood that I'm doing all I can. I'm a single medic. There's nothing else I can do. And if I don't put myself in a good position, then I'm going to be in a bad position too. And that means no Uber charges, none of that. And for me, I'm using my Uber charges sparingly. There, I went to flash that guy. Sorry, he was out. He was way far out for a sniper, for one. And two, it can only move so fast. It takes time for the server to activate and all that. I've gotten to the point of, yeah, I know I can give up a player. Because if I give up my player, I can keep myself alive, meaning we have advantage. Or we can still have advantage, or we're gaining advantage that way. However, if the patient refuses to acknowledge you, you as a medic, that you have to stay alive, you have to keep yourself in a position that's safe, they're not going to be helpful for you, and just let them go. But the patients that do understand that you have only a limited amount of things that you can do because you have to be in a position not to die, that's even better. Because they're going to protect you. They're not going to overextend. They're not going to go for kills. They're going to play for the objective. And they're going to know when to back out to protect you and keep you safe just as much. So, if you're patient and you can come to that symbiotic understanding of, hey, I'm a medic, I can't fight in these front lines, this place is being bombarded with explosives, this is in a place that I don't want to be, you'll stay alive a lot longer, they'll stay alive even longer, and you'll both do even better for your team. If everyone can learn to understand that, it'll be even better. And you can see that it took a long time for that spy to get one kill on me. And they had 3 spies. So this tells me, hey, my teammates are understanding that they need to work with me. Stand in positions where they can't be shot, where I can shoot them with my crossbow, where I'm able to help them, be able to heal them, fight off enemies if need be, give myself cover, give myself room to defend. Like, people who are on fire aren't running away from me trying to find the nearest health pack. They're running to the pyro or me. And, like, I understand that it can be frustrating. It always will be frustrating. And you never want to let that frustration get to you. Because if you do, you'll do worse as a medic. To the point of you may just get off of medic altogether. So never let everything bug you. You have to take it with a grain of salt and put ego and pride aside and think to yourself, if you're playing as not the medic, that, hey, maybe this medic needs a bit more protection. No one seems to be around him. He seems to be dying a lot. Maybe we should protect him. Or maybe it's, our medic is always getting in a fight with these spies. Maybe I should go pyro or heavy and protect him a bit more. Or, hey, our medic's struggling. Maybe I'll go medic to help him. It all adds up in the end. And remember, if you die because of the medic, it's probably your fault too.